Epicas.com, the Guardians of Metal. I'm here with Simone from Epica. How are you?
Very good, how are you?
Excellent, excellent. So how has the tour been going so far?
Very good, we're now halfway through the tour. It's a 5-week tour of 24 shows, 3 in Canada and 21 in the US. And we've had a blast so far, a couple of sold out shows, and we've seen lots of cool things, met our friends and our fans. Actually, I have a couple of friends all over the States which I meet up when I'm on tour. And we're doing well. We're just freezing a little bit at the moment, but that's all.
Yeah, typical Vancouver. So you've had the VIP meet and greets. How have those been going so far with the fans?
Very cool. I actually really like it because it's during the day. Some of the fans want to hang out after the show, but mostly I'm ready to go to bed or pass out or whatever. And I like it that it's during the day. You still have a lot of energy and you can really talk to the people after a show. Mostly music is playing in the venue and you cannot really understand each other and you're tired. And like this we have time for our fans, talk with them a little bit, sign whatever they want to have signed. Every venue has made a unique poster, so they have like a little souvenir which we will sign, and we make photos afterwards, and it's always a lot of fun.
Excellent, excellent. So how does Epica prepare for each show? And is every city different when you have to prepare?
Oh well, we have a pretty professional crew which does a good job for us. They get in the venue, let's say around noon, they build up the stage, then we have sound check around 3 or 4 o'clock. Then we have meet and greet interviews, dinner, showtime around 10. That's basically how the schedule is every day. But yesterday we were playing in Seattle and we were coming from Twin Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And the weather was horrible. We arrived 7 hours too late. And normally the first support or the locals start playing around 7, so we were all kind of stressed. But thanks to our very professional crew and lovely people working in El Corazon in Seattle, everything went fine. We only went on stage 45 minutes later than planned.
Oh, okay.
And normally we get into the venue around 12 or 1 o'clock, so that was a speed setup, and that was not a real routine day yesterday.
So you're on the bill for the 70,000 tons of metal cruise.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Well, that's all been arranged via Mark because he's communicating with our booker. So I don't know so much about the history, but I do know that we got the email from Mark forwarded to the band. We all thought, wow, is this really going to happen? Is it a joke or is it for real? And if it's for real, we'll do it. But we at first didn't know if it was like really going to be a big thing or...
Have you ever played on an ocean liner before?
No, I only had a holiday on a cruise ship, but not an official job.
So this won't be a vacation then?
Well, we're there for 4 days and we have only 2 shows, so we have basically also 2 days to hang around on the cruise. So.
Yeah, you'll get time to relax.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So on the new album, you guys decided to put some death metal style vocals on the album, and together with your operatic style. What came out of that? Like, what was sort of the idea behind that, putting the 2 styles together?
We've done it already from the first record. It's because our music has lots of dynamic. It's the heavy parts, the grunting, and then you have more the lighter part, female vocals. It's a little bit of contrast, like Beauty and Beast, how do you say, dual, and I think it's really nice because sometimes when you have the really heavy parts, I don't know if it works if I would be singing opera style on top of it. Sometimes you need something brutal, like there's the Beast just walking in. I think it's nice to have the variation also in the music, and the only people who don't like it so far is mainly my mom and my late grandmother. They basically only like the ballads, but hey, well, we don't write music for our mothers anyway.
Right.
But they will anyway remain our biggest fans, no matter
Right.
if we have brutal vocals or not.
So you guys had sort of decided to put all your profits from your single release, This Is the Time, to the Worldwide Life Fund.
Yes.
What made you decide to do that?
Well, it's also an idea from Mark, aka the Beast, the Growler, walking out. He has been in contact with them already for quite some time. He's already worked with them before when he did this big a cycling tour through the Alps to collect money also for a good cause, and to have, you have this position as a musician, as a musician, as a tongue twister, that our fans really read our lyrics and they really think about it, and I think that's a good thing. It's not that they just listen to the music in the background and sing along, but they actually start thinking about it. And we have been writing music also about nature and environment, how we have to restore the relationship between mankind and nature. So it has been already a little bit a topic, and that we are kind of a well-known band means that you should also use your how do you say, your knownness
your
for something good.
absolutely.
Because our fans actually really listen to what we have to say, and we can inspire them. So I think it's our job also to do something good, because we have the privilege to
I think
get
it's
it out to
going
people.
a great cause, exactly. So you started when you were quite young, when you were 16.
17,
17, there we go. And was it very difficult to start at that age?
Oh yeah, I was still a girl back then. I'm going to 26 in January now, so it's it's a long time ago. But back then I didn't know what was going to happen. I just had a kind of a good feeling about it, and I decided to just go for it. And now we are almost 10 years later. I can say that I didn't regret making the choice of not going to study and actually throwing my whole life into the band. It's my job. So it was a little bit scary at first, but I trusted my intuition, which said just go for it. This is a one chance, one lifetime opportunity. Take it. You might regret it later. You can always get your books and study later on as well. But I must say I have gained a lot of life experience traveling around the world, and I wouldn't have gotten that out of my books. I'm sure of that.
What advice would you give to anyone who would want to start at that age?
Well, it's scary at first, but if you have a good feeling about it, and if that's what you really want to do, you just gotta do it, try it. Because if you don't, or if you were afraid what other people might think about it, then you're not leading your own life. You're just leading your life to please others. And my parents were at first also not so supportive, because they didn't have a clue about how the scene works. And it is, of course, you can also fail, but if you have that already in mind from the start, you won't succeed. You just gotta keep on moving forward and keep on trying, because it also might not work from the first try, but you should do what makes you happy and not what other people say you have to do. You can, of course, listen to others, and they can inspire you and give you guidelines, but in the end, it's your life. So.
So what are your plans for Epica once you've done touring in 2011? Are you guys thinking new album, rest, any sort of solo projects?
Well, there's not really a lot of rest with Epica because we are touring so much. But Mark has a new band called Mayan, and he's in the middle of recording the CD, or kind of at the end already. And his CD will be released in May, Mayan in May, and we will then start writing a new Epica record, recording it in autumn, releasing it in 2012. Let's say springtime, summertime. So we won't do a hell of a lot of touring next year, because to write an album, to record an album, you gotta take a break from touring life to get the creative juices flowing. And we have toured a lot in the past, but when Epica's not playing, Mark will probably go on tour with me, and so he will never rest.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, very good. What are your favorite songs to play live?
Let's see. From the new record, I really like Unleashed, and we always play that. It's
and you
also
play
our
that
single.
tonight?
Yeah, we're
Perfect.
gonna play it tonight.
Perfect.
I really like to play Tides of Time. It's a ballad, because then I can really kind of show more facets of my voice. I like to play Chasing the Dragon. I like to play, let me think, I have now 4 albums already. Consigned to Oblivion is the last song, which we always play. It's a little bit like the climax of the show. It's just a really great song, and it has such a great vibe to it, and really gets the audience going. So those are a couple of my favorite songs, but I like all of them.
Excellent. Okay, well, thank you very much for giving us a few minutes to answer these questions for metaltitans.com.
You're welcome.
And, have fun tonight.
Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Bye.